Hi everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to the physioBRAIN channel. This is Professor Adriano, and today we're going to show you a very effective exercise to relieve pain in the sciatic region. Stay with me and don't miss these tips. And as you already know, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and share it with anyone you think needs this information. So guys, today we're going to talk about pain in the sciatic region caused by inflammation of the sciatic nerve, okay? And why are we talking about this? A lot of people ask me for videos, they ask me for tips on how to relieve this kind of pain. Not by chance, right? Sciatic pain in the lower back that radiates down to the lower limbs, that radiates to the legs, is one of the main causes of musculoskeletal pain, pain in our bodies. So a lot of people experience this pain. Sometimes people have to take time off work. They can't do their daily activities because of this pain, which is very common, okay? Within physical therapy, we have some strategies, some exercises, some ways to reduce this pain through exercise, through mobilizations, okay? And today I'm going to show you here an exercise, a mobilization, an activity that you can do at home that will help relieve this pain. Always remember that you should look for a physical therapist, okay? A physical therapist to follow up with you, to assess you, to check if this pain is really coming from the sciatic region, and to determine which exercises and options are best for you. But if at the moment you don't have access to this professional, okay, you can do this exercise, which I'm sure will help a lot. And what usually happens with this radiating pain, sometimes it goes all the way down to the foot, to the tip of the foot, to the heel, to the calf. In this exercise I'm going to show you, we'll start by reducing the pain first in the foot, first in the calf, and then the pain will decrease as if it were decompressing that nerve that's being pinched up there and causing this radiating pain downwards, okay? So it's going to be an exercise, a mobilization that I'll do, and you can do it with me and see that it relieves the pain. The exercise we're going to do, I'll demonstrate it here, and you can do it along with me, okay? So you'll need a mat. You can be on a bed, you can be on an exam table, or you can do it on the floor, all right? As long as you can lie down. So what happens? When this lumbar region, this sciatic area is compressed, often the person can't do this exercise at first, okay? So what's the idea here? It's for you to lie on your stomach, okay? So we're gonna try to do it, right? You'll do it along with me. So I'm gonna lie here on my stomach, and what often happens when the person goes to lie down, the idea is for them to lie on their stomach, okay? But I've already tried doing this with some patients, and at first the person can't lie on their stomach. They need to stay like this. They need to start by lying on their side, right? And they can't manage to lie on their stomach. So an initial idea that can be done is to place a pillow here under the stomach, which will make it so you're not lying completely flat. Another strategy is to add more pillows so that it's higher. But once you're able to lie on your stomach, you can stay for 30 seconds, 50 seconds, a minute, okay? And this increases as time goes on. Once you're able to lie on your stomach and you're comfortable, you can support yourself on your elbows. Once you're able to stay comfortably in this position, or the pain hasn't increased, you can remain for longer and longer until you're able to support yourself with your arms. Notice that the idea isn't to lift up here. The idea is for you to imagine that there's a belt holding you here, right? Your waist is fixed and you support yourself with your arms here and try to stretch and look up. I repeat, this is very uncomfortable for those who are in a lot of acute pain. So the ideal is to get comfortable in this position, then comfortable in this next position. And this can take days until you're able to do it, until you can stay in this position. So what can you do? Lower down and stretch up. Lower down and stretch up. You should do this 5 to 10 times. And why is that? Because what usually happens is that our intervertebral disc, the disc that sits in our spine, ends up being compressed. And typically the movement that compresses this disc and causes it to press on the nerves in the back is the flexion movement. So when we do the extension, the tendency is that we, let's say, push that intervertebral disc back in, making it less likely to press on the nerves and nerve endings that are in that area. All right? Did it work? Were you able to try out this tip? Were you able to put it into practice? I believe that if you do it, if you repeat it several times, you'll be able to relieve that pain and you'll feel much better. Leave a comment below. Let us know if you managed to do it, if it worked, if you're already feeling better. Remember, the ideal is always to follow up directly with a physical therapist, all right? I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, leave them down below as well, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. A hug to you, and I'll see you in the next videos.